What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Lester Athletes. My name is Chadwell, and today, like always, another interesting video for you here on the channel. Who will dethrone Dominik Mysterio? Very excited about Dominik Mysterio's reign as the IC title champ. Kind of wonder what's going to happen with him and who is going to dethrone Dominik Mysterio overall. We have some people that we're going to talk about. I think there's 10 on this list. It goes from least likely to most likely. I feel like you could add some others as well, but honestly, to me, these are the 10 that I could really see, and there's some good reasons why, and then there's some reasons why I don't see it happening for some of them as well. Maybe because they're not named somebody else. So let's get started and let's talk about Trick Williams. So he is here at number 10 for me only because if Trick Williams is the next NXT superstar to come to the main roster, you could see him immediately enter the mid-card title and try to win it at least, or maybe win it off Dominik Mysterio in the near future. Maybe Dom holds this for a long time, then Trick Williams somehow comes out the scene hot, ready, and immediately goes after Dominik Mysterio to get the title. Just a theory, just want to throw that out there because we've seen young talent come up and immediately win mid-card titles like Braun Breaker. Now, I'm not saying Trick Williams is like a Braun Breaker. I think it might take time like a Carmelo Hayes, but I still ultimately believe that Trick Williams is still in this discussion of it could happen. Up next is Karrion Kross. So a big push for Karrion Kross is coming. We know that WWE fans really love him. We know the WWE is starting to really push him and really push Karrion Kross. I really do believe that Karrion Kross more than likely is going to start getting fans behind him, getting, a real push because, one, we love him. Two, I think WWE is finally realizing that Karrion Kross really is trying to make a statement and trying to really put on these amazing promos and to really just to be great. And I think hopefully sometime it'll happen. I'm hoping something big goes to him. Maybe I thought Andre the Giant would have made a lot of sense to do it, but instead they go for a different route with Karrion Kross, where I think it could be a mid-card title instead. I really do just believe that Karrion Kross more than likely should get a push, and I hope it's a mid-card title. Up next is El Grande Americano. So Chad Gable's here because they don't have a render for El Grande Americano, even though they are going to put in one, because if you search on their website, El Grande Americano on the Superstars, it says you don't have authority for this page, so obviously it's going to come out here soon. I do believe that El Grande Americano with Chad Gable is going to be his kind of stick for a little bit. I don't know when they unmask him. I hope it's a long time, and I hope somehow this is a push for Chad Gable. I mean, he won at WrestleMania somehow. If this is the push for Chad Gable, I'm down for it, truthfully. So we see, or he's just going to be just a AAA merchant where he goes down there. I don't know. We'll have to see. I still believe if they have the storyline of him going against luchadors, Dominik never called himself really, I think he called himself one of the best luchadors ever, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't really remember now. I'm trying to remember. You could have El Grande Americano go after Dominik Mysterio, who's now starting to be kind of a face, and El Grande Americano finally winning that title. Up next is Aleister Black. I would put him a little bit higher, but he's on different brands, and I just don't see him being the one to dethrone Dominik Mysterio. I think he could, but I think for a little bit it's going to just wait. I think there's better options to dethrone Dominik Mysterio before Aleister Black gets into the contention to go for the IC title, but it really could happen. I think ultimately Aleister Black will be in the mid-card title with US or IC. He's over with fans already. He's coming back to WWE. There's a little bit of that new product that people want to see. I really do believe that Aleister Black will have a good skill set to win a title. I just want to see which title, because I think it's more likely could be US other than IC, with Selena Vega having the US title right now. Up next is Ludwig Kaiser. So I think I would put him higher, but they've kind of stalled on Ludwig, which makes me think there could be a storyline or could be something with Ludwig that they're waiting for. There hasn't been much from Ludwig Kaiser. I think for that reason, I'm kind of not 100% believing in him right now when it comes to going after Dominik Mysterio. I feel like chances are he's going to just stay in the background for a little bit, and then maybe somehow, some way, he comes out for the IC title. Just more than likely, we're just gonna have to wait for Ludwig Kaiser. And I think it sucks, but maybe in a year he's the IC title holder. I don't know. I just think there's gonna be time, and they're still waiting on Ludwig Kaiser. But I think they're doing that for Eddie Gunther, and then they could have a storyline with him and Gunther. That's what my guess is. Up next is LA Knight. So I want LA Knight to go to the main title scene. I really hope that he wins Money in the Bank to really push him there. I just have to believe that LA Knight could go to Monday Night Raw. Maybe he's going for the IC title instead. Maybe he doesn't go for the US title. Maybe he goes for the IC title and he's still the mid-card guy. I don't want that to happen, but I really want him to win Money in the Bank so that he could really go for that main event title. Because in my opinion, he's good enough to do it. It's just they haven't switched him off of the U.S. title. I think, truthfully, when you look at the mid-card talent, he's probably the highest there right now. I mean, you can look at Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, and Jacob Fatu, who's absolutely cooking with the U.S. title division. But I really do believe that LA Knight is a top-tier mid-card title talent. And so you could probably put him into the main event scene, in my opinion. Up next is Bronson Reed. When he comes back, he is going to have a monstrous run. I don't know if it's U.S. title. I don't know if it's the IC title. I don't know if it's Money in the Bank. I just know that Bronson Reed is going to get pushed when he comes back. Where is he going to end up? Probably Raw is what I'm still guessing. I still believe that he is going to go after this Dominik Mysterio IC title. He's going to still won it from where he was and where he kind of was at. Yeah, I just really believe that Bronson Reed's going to go after his title. And I think ultimately by WrestleMania, he'll have the title. And then they'll set up some big matches with him and maybe Sheamus, for example, to really give him the Grand Slam champ. But I really do believe that Bronson Reed is going to get a push when he comes back. I hope they just don't fake us out, truthfully. Up next is Penta. So this is my top 3. I'll say about top 4 is where I think the real contenders are. Penta, I almost put below Bronson Reed because I feel like his singles act, he was ready to win that IC title. It was new, it was fresh. You could tell some interesting stories. He has the skills for it. He has the fans over. I still believe he could easily win this IC title, and I think it would make sense with him and Dom. But at the same time, gotta be honest with you, I think Lucha Bros are coming back sooner rather than later, and I really do believe that Penta, more than likely, is not going to be in the singles division as much. I think it was a good thing to have him and Rey Fenix be in their own with the singles division. I was really hoping one of them winning a title, because if one of them won a title, it would really show that like them as a tag team is a little overpowered, and it's something new for them. But gotta be honest with you, I think they're gonna go to the tag team, and that's okay. But I don't think he's gonna get the IC title. I don't think he'll get maybe a title. Yeah, this kind of sucks for Penta when it comes to the singles division tag team, but I still feel like it's a good option. My number 2 is John Cena. Now, before you roast me, before you clown me, chances are there's a Night of Champions PLE happening in 2025. There's the rumored spots right now is end of June-ish, July, which there's rumors that there's an Evolution PLE or something. But that's the rumor right now. That's where Night of Champions is happening. If Night of Champions happens, I really do believe that John Cena could go against Dominik Mysterio for the IC title and become a Grand Slam champ. I really do. I don't think it's out of it, and it's shocking to say this. I think him becoming a Grand Slam champ with 2 belts will ultimately make him the overpowered Cena that we're talking about. The Cena that really has both belts, trying to ruin wrestling, Grand Slam champ. He is the GOAT. I just have to say that it's happening. But my only worry is that if they don't have a Night of Champions, or someone takes it before Dom, and then Finn goes Oh, I just spoiled. And then Finn's the one that does it. So Finn wins it. But my only thing is that maybe they don't give it to Cena and don't make him as a Grand Slam champ because it doesn't matter because he's already the GOAT with 17. I don't know. That's just a thought process. Finn Balor's who I ultimately think is going to win. I think there's an interesting storyline with Finn and Dom. I think they want to give a title to Finn. There's a big rumor last year that they wanted to give Finn a title run in 2025. Maybe this is it where Dom was going to win. Finn then has the title run and can really take it, where Finn turns more heelish and wins the title off Dom, and then Dom is more babyface. I could really see that. I really do. But I really think that storyline wise, it just makes sense it's going to be Finn. It really does. I just think they try and keep the title on the Judgment Day. More than likely, it's going to be Finn Balor. I hope it's Cena because I want that craziness to say that I got that correct, and I've been calling that forever, that Cena was going to become a Grand Slam champ and take both belts. But I really do believe it's going to be Finn Balor. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.